All right, what is one belief every man should delete from his mind immediately?
Oh man, that's an easy one. The one belief that every man should delete from his mind immediately, that's actually limiting his growth and happiness, is this: that they feel that they need to do everything themselves, that they shouldn't ask for help, that I can figure it out. That's actually why men begin to suffer in silence and go into a deep, dark depression and start feeling alone, is because they feel like all people, we have problems. I think women are really good at opening up, talking about their problems, and asking for help. Men are horrible at opening up, talking about their problems, and asking for help, because again, they see it as a sign of weakness. They see it as a sign of incompetency. You weren't born with the answers to everything. So how can you expect to be able to solve all your life's problems if you don't have the skills, tools, or traits? And I think oftentimes men kind of compound their own problems by also avoiding it. That's the other thing they do, right? So they either don't want to ask for help, or they have this thing where they're going to avoid the problem until it gets so bad that it becomes unavoidable, and also it gets so bad that there is no coming back from it. Yeah. And so if they would just talk about it, acknowledge it, and ask for help, you'd see that you don't have to suffer in silence and be going to a deep, dark depression about it and feel alone about it. And I think the older I got, the more comfortable I got with saying, I don't have the answers to everything, but I think I know this guy does, and I don't feel any certain way that I'm a weaker person, or that I'm emotionally weak, or I'm not mentally tough if I ask for help. And I think that's where it comes from. We really feel, and it's just a feeling. It's not even true. It's not based in any truth. We really feel like we're supposed to solve it all, figure it out, and that if we ask for help, it's a sign of weakness, and that's stupid.
Yeah. Do you think that's like part of kind of like evolution though? Like, for example, like, there's a big weight on us in terms of responsibility of taking care of our families, providing, protecting, all the things we talk about at Squire and everywhere, right? And so I think over time, you have that responsibility, you carry that weight. And so guys are just like, well, this is just what we have to do. I just have to stuff my feelings and, shut up and do the work. But that also helps us in times, because if we only did things when we felt great, we wouldn't get anything done. So how do you balance that?
Well, I think the balance is to realize that was a great tool as we were evolving through time, right? But today you don't necessarily have to do things the way they were always done. For example, therapy is much more accepted today than ever before. People smoke cigarettes far less than they ever did, right? Look at all the different ways that men have evolved. Men used to just drink and drive. Now men are very responsible. In fact, statistically, drinking is the lowest it's ever been across almost every generation. And so there's so many things that change, yet I think a lot of times men still feel like asking for help is a sign of weakness. It's not. Now, should you be a competent man and be able to figure it out? Sure. But if I don't know the answer, should I just ignore the pain and the frustration and lose sleep over it? No. The old me, I think I had so much ego, and I think this might be another issue, is men have a higher level of ego, and our ego doesn't allow us to ask a friend for help, because we go, well, many reasons. One, I don't want to interrupt my friend's life with my problem, right? Like, you really give a shit about your friend. It's like, man, I don't want to put more on. I don't want to ask Leighton for a solution to my life's problem when he probably has his own problem. So part of it is that. Part of it is, I don't want Leighton to see that I'm weak or to think that I'm weak. And the other part of it is, I think I should know the answer to this, and I'm embarrassed that I don't know the answer. And all of those things are false, because Leighton would want to help me. And it's okay. Leighton doesn't see me weak. And quite honestly, once I do get the answer, then I could probably help someone else who's got that problem down the line. So it's a benefit to ask for help and not to be seen as you're weak.